Sixth grade, lesson 77, calculating using exponents and calculating square roots. We have our studio audience here today with Emma and Kaylee and Taylor. Say hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, and so they're going to be helping us out on the math. And the first part says, write the product for each problem and the number of times that 2 is a factor. So 2 is, whoa, change it over to the pan. 2 is the factor 2 times there. So we'd say 2 is the factor 2 times, and the answer is 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. How many factors of 2 do we see here? Of course, 3. Good job. Okay, Kaylee got it. And then is the answer 6? 2 times 2 times 2? 8, right, because you can only do 2 at a time on these. You can't do all 3 at the same time. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 4 times 2 is then 8. Don't think that the answer is 6. This is not 2 plus 2 plus 2. It's 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, I want you to do these last two right here. Pause the video and then turn it back on when you have the answer. All right, Kaylee's going to show us her answers for these two here.
Okay, well, there's 4 2's, so 2 is a factor 4 times, and then 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. Okay, and then 2 is shown 5 times here, so 2 is a factor 5 times, and then 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32.
Good job, Kaylee. Woohoo! When the same factor is used more than once, it can be written in exponential form. Can you guys say exponential form?
Exponential form.
So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 can be written as 2 to the 4th power. This big number, the number that's being multiplied over and over again, is called the base. And the little number here tells us how many of those numbers are being multiplied. Again, the answer here is not 8. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 16, not 8. The way we say these, 2 to the 2nd power is one way to say this first one here, or we can say that as 2 squared. This next one is 2 to the 3rd power, or 2 cubed. And then every one after the 3, after having a 3 in the exponent, you just say to the power. So this is 2 to the 4th power, this would be 2 to the 8th power, this is 2 to the 25th power, and so on. We don't have a little shortcut word like we do with 2 squared and 2 cubed. All right, let's move on to the next page. Next part here, what all they want you to do here is to name the base and the exponent for each one of these numbers here. So the base for number 1 is 3, and the exponent is 6. All right, Emma, you want to fill in the rest of the chart for us there?
Okay.
There goes Emma on the exponents. Emma on the exponents.
Okay, so this one's 4 because that's the base, and then it's 5 because that's the...
See if you guys at home can beat her and do the answers faster than what she's doing them. Oh, here she goes. Okay. That was fast. That's such a tricky page, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. A dot is sometimes used instead of an X to indicate multiplication. Have you guys seen that before? So this right here means 3 times 3, not 3.3, 3 times 3. This is 2 times 2. This is 4 times 3 squared. And 4 times 3 squared, oh, I'm sorry, 2 times 2 times 2 on this last one. 4 times 3 squared is equal to 4, and then the 3 squared is 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So 4 times 9 equals 36. Also, any non-zero number to the 0 power is equal to 1. So a lot of kids forget this. 4 to the 0 is equal to 1. 10 to the 0 is equal to 1. 54 to the 0 is equal to 1. 1 million to the 0 is equal to 1. Anything to the 0 power is always equal to 1. And then if it's to the 1st power, by the way, it's like 12 to the 1st power. That's equal to 12. It's not equal to 1. So watch out for those. You might want to jot that down as a note in your glossary so that you remember how to do those when you get to the 0 power and the 1st power. A lot of kids make mistakes. Actually, a lot of kids make mistakes on on all these types of problems because they just tend to make mistakes on not multiplying the numbers together. They end up adding those numbers together. Okay, so I want you to go ahead and try to solve 8 through 10. Pause the video, and then you can turn it on again when you're ready to see the solution. All right, Kayla, you want to give this a shot for us? You're going to do 8 through 10.
So would it be like,
2 to the 5th.
do you have to write it out?
Use it as a dot. Yeah, go ahead and write it out. You can write it below.
Oh, okay. That's number
Okay, and then
8.
solve it.
2 times 2 is 4. Wait. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 equals 32. So it equals 32. And then 5 times 6 times 6 equals 5 times 6 is 30. 30 times 6. You want to use it? It's 180. Okay, and then for number 10, it's 4 times 1, which you know is 4.
Great job, Kaylee. You're an expert on exponents. All right, now we're going to take a look at the opposite of exponents. When you multiply, the opposite of that is division. When you add, the opposite of that is subtraction, right? Well, what's the opposite of doing square? Actually, it's the opposite of squaring a number. So 4, let's not do that one. Let's do 5 squared is equal to 25. So the opposite of doing that, we'd say, is the square root, and that's what this symbol means. The square root of 25 is equal to 5. Just going in the other direction. The number, let's say 8. 8 squared, what's 8 squared equal to? 8 times 8 is?
Sorry. 64.
64, not 16, right? A lot of kids want to do that. They want to do 8 times 2 instead of 8 times 8. And so the square root of 64 is equal to 8. You getting that? Okay, let's try another one before we get into these problems up here. I don't think they give us enough sample problems. What about 6 squared? What's 6 squared equal to?
36.
36. So the square root of 36 is?
6.
6. Okay. How about the square root of 100? What's the square root of 100? Would that be 50?
No.
No, a lot of kids say 50 for that answer. It's not 50.
10.
10.
Oh, yeah.
Because 10 times 10 is equal to 100. Right?
Yes.
What's the square root of, let's see, 144?
12.
12. Because 12 times 12 is 144. Okay, so number 11 is done for you. The square root of 9 is equal to 3. That's because 3 times 3 equals 9. You're just taking this number, multiplying it by itself to get that number right there. You're not cutting this number in half. You just kind of got to guess and check on these. Okay, go ahead and do 12 through 14. Pause the video until you're ready to see the answer. Okay, Emma's going to do the next 3 answers for us, 12 through 14. See if you have the same answers that she does.
Okay, well, 16, the square root of that is 4, because 4 times 4 is 16.
Good.
And then 81 is, the square root of 81 is 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. And then 49, is there, no, okay. Okay, well, 49, the square root of that is 7, because 7 times 7 is 49.
Woo! Yeah, all right, Emma. And that's the end of the lesson, so thanks for watching us.